18th century armor of the Sikh Empire. A beloved yet abandoned tree house is a beautiful and whimsical creation built around a broad-leafed maple tree. It belongs to a regular dad who never finished building it before his kids grew up and left home. A graffiti written in 1529, in the Italian town of Ascoli Piceno. Who can, doesn't want to. Who wants to, can't. Who knows how, doesn't act. Who acts, doesn't know how. And that's how the world gets worse. A cool guide to native tribes of North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. A picture from the 1966 Hong Kong flood. Over 15 inches of rain fell in a period of 29 hours. American nations map. An ancient stepwell somewhere in India. Angevin Empire map. Angevin Empire describes the possessions held by the House of Plantagenet during the 12th and 13th centuries, when they ruled over an area covering roughly all of present-day England, half of France, and parts of Ireland and Wales, and had further influence over much of the remaining British Isles. Australian Frontier Wars. Berlin after World War II. Can you identify and describe the social changes depicted in the image comparing scenes from 1980 and 2024? Capture of Saddam Hussein. Construction men on a suspended iron section, 200 feet above ground, 1907. Development of shipping throughout history. Did you know that submarines have been developed for centuries? In 1620, Cornelis Drebbel, a Dutch inventor in the service of King James I of England, created a device with oars to steer and tested it in the River Thames. It even had a quicksilver barometer to measure depth. Did you know that tablecloths were initially used as giant napkins? During the Middle Ages, these linen fabric cloths were used to wipe one's mouth and hands, serving as the predecessors of modern napkins. Did you know that the letter Q doesn't appear in any American state's name? Did you know that the oldest known katana is the Hishizukuri Uchigatana, with an inscription on its box dated 1385? The sword was forged during the Nanbokucho period in Japan. Dubai in 1950s. English Boy Scouts raising money for victims of the Titanic disaster, 1912. Fire of Moscow, 1812. Historical photos of firefighting in winter conditions, 1880 to 1980. Horse-drawn school hack full of children on their way to school near Westphalia, Indiana, 1915. In 1944, Princess Benedict of Denmark, later Princess of Sayn-Wittgenstein-Broberg, was born in Copenhagen. In this photo, a person reaches over Michelangelo's Renaissance artwork, David, underscoring the sheer size of the giant sculpture. In a news article published in the European press in 1898, it was predicted that in the 2000s the police would catch criminals by flying in the air. May 29, 1453, the fall of Constantinople and the end of the Eastern Roman Empire, which fell to Sultan Mehmed I and the Ottoman Turks. The Eastern Roman Empire stood for over 1,000 years and Constantine XI Palaiologos was its last Roman emperor. Constantine the Great moved the Roman imperial capital from Rome to Constantinople in 330 AD. Napoleon's army is passing through the tunnel under the English Channel to invade Britain. The plan to build a tunnel under the English Channel was first proposed in 1802, La Télégraphie Historique, 1888. Newspaper in 1945 telling about Hitler's death. President Dwight D. Eisenhower and First Lady Mamie check out a tray of fried chicken during the Eisenhower 56 re-election campaign kickoff picnic, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, September 1956. Ranakpur Jain Temple, Rajasthan. Rescue work being done in the neighborhoods of Dayton, Ohio during the 1913 flood. Roman bronze gladiator knee pads from the ruins of the gladiator barracks in Pompeii, 1st century. Sitting Bull, the last Native American chief to fight against America, 1882. Soldiers from the 5th Finnish Field Artillery Regiment presenting an experimental way to walk on water. Captured rubber equipment that could be used to cross shallow lakes. World War II. The Emperor Napoleon in his study at the Tuileries, 1812. The haunting shadows of 3 individuals who got vaporized by the unexpected atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima, Nagasaki. The last Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar last picture before his death. The Tehran Conference 1943. These bronze helmets date back to late 7th century of Greece, in southern central Crete. The armor was likely collected as trophies from battle, with one of them possessing the inscription, Neapolis. This is amazing. 17th century Ottoman gunpowder container made of silver, coral and seashell. Today, it is in Russia, in the Hermitage Museum. This plated straw hat is shaped like a steel military hat and was created in 16th century Spain. Its ornate detail suggests it was likely used by a high-ranking official for special events during peacetime. World Trade Center during its construction.